Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. The beginners return from the 11. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They've got a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 7. Catch made over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Escapes the pocket. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's on the move. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Let's go now.
Richardson on 3rd. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we got a 1st down here. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. Running it after the penalty. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Play action with Richardson. Caught near the goal line. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Dumped off to his running back. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Return coming from the 6. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Chased out to his right. He's on the move. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. From the 47. Short pass brought in. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. They mark him short there, and the run gains nothing. It's 4th down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th.
Set. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34.
Ready? Buffalo 18. Check go.
He'll throw it. Complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Steelers first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. And he sent a man in motion. Throwing now from the gun. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Come on, set! 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat! Dragon 60! Hunt.
Here's a throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Set it! Warrior 70! Go!
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now!
Man in motion here. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Complete out to the right side. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
On first down, they'll run. Blast through midfield. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Reload!
Hand off to the back. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 25 on second down. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Colts with a chance to add to their lead. They're now set for 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Another carry for him. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On the move, headed right. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hook.
They'll come out throwing. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
19 tight. Go.
3rd down from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Escapes the pocket. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
79 Broncos.
Back now, pressure on its way. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Come on. Set. Ready?
Throwing it just before halftime. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set up. Buffalo 18. 19 Lion. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Back to throw. That's completed right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. He's going to throw this one. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd and 3 now.
60. Let's go now.
From midfield now. Completed here to Pickens. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Mustang 19. Set up.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2 yards on the pickup. 18
at the 37-yard line.
60 Maverick.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Chop alert. Here we go. Set. Hurt. Go.
They give it to him again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Working quickly here.
Go, Jack. Come 19. Ready.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing off the play fake here. Buying some time right. Complete out to the right. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
19 tight. 79 Bronco.
Looking for a throw here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Colts will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football. His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. Completed to his running back. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Putting a receiver in motion. This finds Mitchell, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's the handoff. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
This is the end of the third quarter. The Colts have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through the fourth. They've got first down from the 31.
Let's go. Let's go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Ready up.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Richardson. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Richardson. We've got a screen to the running back. Breaks the tackle, still going. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Now a give on the counter. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll try and punch it in. Is in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead.
Steelers nothing.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Warrior 70. Set. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes it up to the 30 before going out.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
He's on the move. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Jones. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick-6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Trap 60. Trap 60. Get up.
Back to the air following the pick-6. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Here's 2nd and 5. Oh no, they get him yet again. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. First and 10 from the 41.
Set. Go.
Here's a give up the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. The running back gets it on the draw. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided. Looks like they want to squeeze every point they can out of this game. Field goal team is out there. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one.